I just want to make a quick video here about it's interesting, and this just goes back to what I've been saying from the beginning, and I'm still learning, but there's a huge difference. God, it's just every time you try to understand this stuff, it just gets obnoxious, and there's a huge difference. And I've said this from the beginning, a huge difference between what uh, a person who is homeless. That means they can't afford a home. They can't afford an apartment. They can't, and they decide to live in their vehicle. There's a big difference than someone who's promoting a ProMaster. That's RVing. That's something they've been doing since the beginning. There's a huge difference in someone like me who's homeless and struggling to make ends meet, living in my van and trying to find a place to park every night, or a lot of homeless people that I'm referring to don't travel a lot. They don't go from city to city and all that stuff. No, they pretty much station there. They'll move around in the city if they get run off from a location. But we're talking people who don't have anything, and it's just unbelievable that. And this is what started all the van life in the beginning. Van life is not about people in their ProMasters and sprinters and all that in their $30,000 to $150,000 RVs. That's people have been RVing since the beginning. No more than what I explained about the individual who spent $5,000 with Battleborn to have a battery, a solar setup in their vehicle. We're not. That's not what all this is about. Do people who are homeless, who live off grid, who don't have shit, they don't have nothing. They live Social Security check, the next week's paycheck, the struggle. They don't have anything. It's like me. I have shit. I don't got nothing, and I live on the street. I live in parking lots, in the woods, at a friend's house on occasions. I park my vehicle, but very rarely ever plug into shore power. Uh, and with what I've spent on my vehicle over the last year and a half, I'm completely off grid. I can stay off grid indefinitely. It's not, and I can run my appliances. Uh, I'd have to manage it more, so I do cheat a little bit by having a generator. Yeah, absolutely. But I try to have AC. I try to have refrigerator, freezer, all that kind of stuff. And that's difficult to manage all that and be off grid on a limited budget as I have. But I do. I can do it. But there's a huge difference in someone who's doing van life, and that's what I see. I see the RVers come through the parking lots and park overnight and move on. But there's a huge difference between what I do and then what those people do. There's for instance, the Walmart that I was at the other night. There were here just south of Jacksonville, and in the end of May here, 23, there were 2 RVers and about, I would say, at least 10 homeless people sleeping in their cars. There are 2 or 3 vans, including mine. These are people that are struggling. These people don't have no place to go. Now, I don't know what the reason for that is. And some of these individuals have been out there for months. I don't talk to them. I like to share advice, share opinions, but there's something weird going on. I don't know. But there's a huge difference. So to try to rationalize what I do to an individual who's RVing, yeah, it's a totally different environment, totally different. It's bullshit. It's not even in the same category. And here are all these people, all these videos people make. Look at I want to have you a walkthrough on my van. What they should say is, come and have a walkthrough on my RV. They had RVs 20 years ago, the same thing you got now. You ain't got shit. You're not, it's a totally different, it's just stupid. It all is fucking stupid. Dumb. Fucked up is what it is. Totally different environment. I'm single, I live in my RV. Yeah, I'm single, I live in my $60,000 RV. You ain't got shit. You're full of fucking shit. Bullshit. Bullshit.